Hi, you should say Ciarfox, welcome to my stream. I'm gonna give it behind, as I do. Alright, I'm gonna torture myself with one thing. Hi, Alpha Squishy Snake, how are you? Oh, there's one quest I was gonna do real quick before I forget. Yeah, no, I'm not putting off doing the skilling shit. Why are you asking? Putting off doing the skilling shit? I hate the skilling quest. At least with skilling, I could do it in the background, like, listen to this shit. Oh, where I go here, I'm going to dry bone. How are you doing? We're getting the retainers the ability to venture places. I have stuff in my inventory for that. I need to get a new mount soon. One of them sounds too epic for me to ride. The others I have absolutely annoyed myself too bad for listening to, which is the Chocobo one. I finally hit the point where I was like, yeah, nope, too much. Out. We might start the new raid tonight. I'm not sure. You, madam, are a saint. I thought I was done for. I also changed my character's hair, if you couldn't tell, because might as well do it in Almiga style, just for Almigo's sake, since we're absolutely about to. I admit I'm not very good at it. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Oh my, is that who I think it is? Hello, yes, she arrived in the nick. I'll return it once. But might as well liberate a city the correct style. I'm afraid I don't have time to stay and chat. Duty calls. But thank you again for saving my life. I wish I could reward you somehow, but I know. Go and tell by my supervisor how you helped me. You can find her at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange in Uda. Be sure to pay a visit. And after we're finished with this, and doing the armory thing, I'm going to unlock the ninja and the, I guess, warrior. And then, well... What am I doing? Sapphires. And then we'll go on to liberate Alamigo! Whoa! I feel like I've only been in this expansion for a short amount of time. But I'm going to force myself to slow down in the next expansion. Greeting this, they're all you require. Know exactly of whom you speak. It's not the first incident. Mayhaps she lacks the fortitude to undertake ventures. Oh dear, I know that look. No one has informed you of our latest services, have they? In cooperation with the Adventurers Guild, we have established a new system through which our retainers may be dispatched to procure items for their employers. Should you wish to avail yourself of this additional service, you need to pay your retainers in advance with ventures, which are script issued by the Adventurers Guild. I gather you have none in your possession. I have about 700, actually. Thank you. So allow me to give you a token sum. Retainers have received basic instruction in a variety of disciplines, but they want for experience. If you'd like them to undertake anything more than the most menial of tasks, you need to furnish them with quality equipment and give them opportunities to hone their skills. As long as you bear that in mind, I think you should not be disappointed. No. Instructions to begin. Assign them a class. Picture assign class, I know. Yeah, unlocked, and we are doing. First of all, for you is Archer. You'll later become a bard. What? I hate the outfit, but we're gonna have to do it. Right now. We'll get you set up. Eventually. Explorations. Yeah. That's not necessary. Values. Adventure. Assign class, and you will be Arcanist for right now. Oh, I did the wrong thing for the wrong one. Oh well. Actually, I'm gonna do hunting for right now just so that you can get it up quicker. There we go. Alright. Now let me go torture myself with armor. Armor. Hey, Lone Wolf, how are you? Could be better. Have you managed to find some alone time from family? The one at the alcohol place? That sucks. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Oh, Ishnai, just the last I was hoping to see. I have a new initiate that's near exhausted my reserves of patience. Do you think you'll do anything with my patience, then? And I think she'll benefit from seeing the results of a peer's dedication and skills, specifically yours. I haven't been here for, like, a few weeks. I don't think I have dedication here. No, I'm sorry about that, hun. I feel for you. I totally understand the horridness of trying to get jobs. Her name is Renee, And Builder help me. She's the most distracted, fumble-fingered craftswoman to ever lift a hammer. Good that you have never met me in real life. I have literally cut off the top of my thumb when I was doing stuff at doing X-Acto knife cutting in college. I mean, it's just a very tip, but I mean, it's still something. If she could learn to forge the simplest of items without constant supervision, I would consider it a rare victory. But it's unfortunate that Brygot did not see fit to invest all of my armorers with your innate talents. But I suppose we all must start somewhere, and if I abandon every initiate that is slow to grasp the technique, our guild would have a grand total of, what, 9 members? Mayhap 10? I jest. Would be a few, enough for the clients of Maelstrom to have to share some breastplates. What do you say, Ishnai? You only need to craft a dozen sheets of bronze plate to supplement Ain's own. When they're ready, I want you to deliver them to the last in person. Mayhap your example will inspire her to take more care with her work. 12 of them. I made a bit of bronze stuff ahead of time. Please not let any of them be. I can always bring down the... Yeah. Which is a nice feature. Sorry? Did they give a reason why? Or they just said that they don't? If you don't want to talk about it anymore, that's fine. We can find something else, a different topic. Ah, you must be Ishnai. The guildmaster told me you'd be... Wait, where did I put my hammer? Ah, there it is. Oh, so she's very much like me on the fact that she loses things without moving. Sorry, what were you saying? Right, yes. I would be most grateful for the extra sheets of bronze plate. Gods, did you craft these yourself? Why, they're absolutely... Whoa, nearly dropped them. No harm done, though. Yeah, it's armor. It's supposed to live up to things. Those also don't look like plates. They look like... Oh, I was gonna say. As I was saying, I can certainly see why the Forge Master speaks so highly of your work. The bronze is the perfect color and thickness. So I assume you carefully measured out the amount of tin and copper? I always add too much tin. Did you know metal can shatter? Yes. Especially when cold. Well, I didn't. Truth be told, I tend to put all my effort into making the armor itself rather than bothering with base materials. I mean, compared to hammering out glorious winged helmets or ornate greaves, measuring out metal seems so trivial. But looking at your work, I'm beginning to wonder. I never realized how beautiful a simple sheet of bronze could be. With materials like these, just imagine the sturdy, shiny suits of armor one might create. It seems I've been putting the cart before the chocobo. From this moment onwards, I swear to focus all my attention and care on the task at hand, even if the task at hand is forging bronze ingots. And what of you, Ishnai? Do you have any grand projects waiting for you on the anvil? Getting this quest line done. I overheard some of the senior armorers boasting about the coin they made through tradecraft levies. Mayhaps something you consider? They say Tomarik over at the Drowning Winch is one to talk to, and that's where I'll be heading once I improve my technique. Now, where did I put that hammer? I'm quite sure it's in your back pocket. Where have you been, Ishnai? There's been work to be done. I literally just, like, walked over from the other place. Like, 4 steps, maybe. I need you to speak with another novice, a lass by the name of Dress. I was due a barbert and a buckler from her a few bells ago, but I find myself standing here with nary a nose guard. Lest you wonder, that is nothing like Gren A. She's dedicated to the crafts as you are, and I've never known her to miss a delivery. Something must be amiss, and I need to find out what. I'd go to her and ask her myself, but I fear my usual approach will do more harm than good. The lass might be built like a stack of anvils, but she flinches at the mere hint of criticism. That's why I've decided to decide you as the supervisor for this job. Do you think I could do any the fuck better? I'm autistic. I tend to be too blunt. I'm counting on you to sort this out, Ishnai. Continuously thinking that I can socially work shit out without me actually having a guide to do so, like asking someone, how's the best way that I should handle this? A pleasure to meet you, miss. I am sorry the Forge Master had to interrupt your work so that you could assist me with mine. I was doing very little, actually. I do hope you're not angry. I'm more angry at the Forge Master for making me socialize. I don't know if I could endure another dressing down. As pathetic as it sounds, that's the actual reason my delivery is late. I just can't bring myself to work. I'm sorry, I should start from the beginning. A short while ago, I received a visit from an armorer by the name of Blanster. He's one of the old guard, a true veteran of the guild. After but a single glance at the armor I made, he yelled at that my work wasn't fit to cover a kobold's arse. Now I can't not banish the scene from my mind. His face twisted in anger, those scornful words. Am I truly so talentless? The shame, it paralyzes me. If he had explained the flaws of my work, I might endeavor to correct them, but I couldn't bring myself to speak to him, or anyone else for that matter. Not until now. Might you speak with Blanzar on my behalf? I would know the reason behind this reprimand. I joined the guild with the dreams of following the Forge Master's Nazia's footsteps, and even every day brings another lesson in humility. Mayhap it isn't meant to be. Some things are meant to be. Sun moving fast and free. Sun on a silver sea. A sky that's bright and blue. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's all the way over there. I am Blanster. If you're looking for an armor with skill and integrity, you found him. What are you after? You want to know what's amiss with his work? Hump. One of the new guild's newer faces, are you? All these whelps trading under has got their heads filled with the daft bloody notion of cooperation and camaraderie, when they should be learning is how to use a pair of pliers. I've yet to meet one of her novices who could forge an ingot worth a damn, and them ain't got the skills that aren't worth me time. Which means you, girl, now bugger off. Not budging, eh? Wearisome wench. Say that again when you're so close to the edge. I repeat, say the fuck again. Alright then, I tell you what, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Craft the same pieces that your friend was made such a meal of. A decorated bronze barbut and a bronze buckler, it were. Aye, if they're half as decent, we'll have ourselves a nice little shot. Okay. It'd be quicker if I just need one to do it myself. Yep, same. I hate that sound. And bronze buckler. Need another from. Should have known better. Oh, it was supposed to be a decorated one. I wasn't paying attention. Obviously. I did need it anyway, so woo! Copper ingot. Probably gonna reach 34 by the end of this. Like I said, I'm gonna try and keep my width strength about me on this one. What's this level? 15. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in me. Bring me a decorated bronze buckler. You got shit not out of me, but save curses and a weeping sack of shit. Lovely person this is. Back at last, are ye? I was beginning to think you crawled off to Uda to buy the damn things from a back alley peddler. Eddie Rhodes, let's have a look, shall we? I mean, I could have done that and you wouldn't tell the difference, right? In this quest. Bugger me, are you sure you made these yourself? I mean, I did, you know, buy the copper ingot. It seems at least one of them, the whelps knows the difference twixt a hammer and a sledge. Builder, take me. You've got some talent, lass. This barboat as well shows the character of your work, precise and uncompromising as it should be. You realize that forging a hammer ain't a matter of slapping a few molded bronze sheets together. Nice. And your buckler's just as good. Small and light, but damn slight, sturdier than the shield twice the size. Didn't expect to be saying this, but I'm impressed. With this level of quality of polish, you could make a tidy living for yourself as an artisan, but I won't. But you, the exception that, as it proves the rule, lass. Fact is, the other novices aren't fit to lick your boots. What's her name included? You tell her this, so you tell her this from me. If you're the time to wallow in wounded tears, you have time to examine your own mistakes. There's no room in this world for craftsmen as can't criticize their own handiwork. So learn how to gauge your fallings and correct them, or hang up your bloody hammer. Ain't not me boils as much as the sight of an untrained whelp given free range at the ford. The work floor is akin to an armorer's battlefield, and you should be bloody well steered clear if you ain't got the necessary skill. Your shoddy armor's gotta get some poor soul killed. I thought you said I was good at it. Or at least reasonable. Not amazing, but I mean... Or hang up my bloody hammer? Well, thank you for passing Lazar's advice. I believe I understand what he means to say, but not everyone has the inner fortitude to endure such criticism, be it from oneself or from others. I mean, don't look at me like that. Don't call me out either. If such strength is required to master the armorer's art, then mayhap I have mistaken my calling. I joined the guild with the dream of following in her footsteps, but I see that was now folly. That seems giving up work, though. I shall have to think long and hard about my aspirations. Please convey my apologies to the Forge Master for the delay. I mean, it is understandable that sometimes you won't be able to do something, but it feels like you're giving up too easy on this. So it was Lestar that caused this mess. The old bastard always did take upon himself to weed out the weaker initiatives. We're not exactly on the best of terms. He and I, even after all this time. Please don't get me caught up in this. You're gonna get me caught up in this. I know Blastar since we were not but wide-eyed novices, servicing our apprenticeships under the same master. We always had our differences, but when our master retired, they became much more stark. And when we both put ourselves forward for the role of Forge Master, the resulting contest drove a permanent wedge between us. Blastar's arguments are not entirely without merit, but neither is his approach the only way to train new armorers. For that damn curmudgeon, though, it's all his way or no way at all. The idea of nurturing aught less than God's given talents is anathema to him, and his ears wax deaf at the mere mention of it. But outfitting an army is work more than just a talented few. It is work of many hands acting as unison. I've turned a blind eye to his behavior until now, but if he would threaten the unity of this guild, something must be done. I will think on it. You're gonna get me involved in it. In your thinking, you will get me involved in it, and I'm not very happy about that. Of course you want to discuss that. How fare you, Ishnai? I was faring better until you got me involved in this. Have you further dealings with Lansar? If so, I do hope his bile has not begun to wear away at your better judgment. You're saying I have judgment at all. I have no survival instincts. Do you think this will change? Lest you think me unjust, do not dispute his skill with a hammer. I merely take issue with the lack of respect he shows those he deems inferior. He is responsible for breaking the spirits of more than a few novice armorers, and our ranks suffer for it. But I cannot in good conscience remove his name from the guild roster. For all his flaws, his knowledge and experience would be too great a loss. Instead, I must find a way to soften the old buzzard stance. And for that, I require your assistance. But why, though? He will not unfold his thoughts to me, but mayhap... Why, though? He will to you. Don't look so surprised. You're one of the few armorers in this place who he wouldn't see cast out. Is it just one of those things if we go get drinks together and he, like, bears his soul to me? I know he's gonna do that anyways, because that's just how the quest is gonna work, but, He may possess all the charm of a rabid coral, but he does have a fine eye for talent and appreciation for well-crafted goods. Take him one of your best iron loans and tell him... I dare say he'll share his thoughts with you. But I should warn you. Servant says we scarcely have sufficient armor plate to cover our own existing commissions, so you'll have to look up elsewhere. I have a lot of... Hawker's Alley will most certainly have what you need, or if there's always option of mining it yourself. Either way, I apologize for putting you in additional trouble. One last thing. I want you to meld materia into the finished shield. That should get the old sod's attention. Your vacant share does not inspire confidence, Ishnai. Why? The vacant stare more comes from the fact that, what, you're expecting me not to know how to do that? In brief, materia is crystallized essence of a well-worn piece of equipment. Such crystals are attached to other gear to enhance various properties. If you would know more, you should consider paying Mutamix a visit at his camp in central Thanlan. He'll teach you about the process of enchanting equipment using materia. Oh, and he's a goblin. That should matter. How? Unless you're just pointing me out on who to look for. Now, the shield you craft must embody all the knowledge and skill you have gained thus far. The sight of it should serve to convince that you are a like-minded soul. But I'm not. I'm prompted to speak to you as such. Good luck, Ishnai. May the builder guide your hand. I want to get involved in politics. I don't want to guild politics. I don't want to. Okay. Alright, please. How many do I need for the hot one? 2. 3, just in case. And just to be a bitch, I'm also gonna put a craftsman into it. I know it's supposed to be used for, you know, fighting. You see, Garen. Okay, I was gonna say, did it end up here? Yes, it did. Craftsman as a bitch. That's what I'm gonna add. How do you like the craftsman that has craftsmanship in it? You think my craftsmanship is fine since it has, you know... What do you want? Guildmaster have you running errands again? Yes, actually. Literally. What's this? Brought me a shield, have you? With materia? Impressive. But I don't imagine a bit of material is enough to make up for shoddy workmanship. I ain't the kind to be blinded by sparkle at last. Now let's have a closer look. Bugger me, 'tis when they make the step up from bronze to iron that the weaker craftsmen start to show their limitations, the metal being a damn sight harder to shape. All manner of flaw creep into their work. But there ain't a single bleeding one in the shield. Your hammer blows were steady and measured. And you keep the thickness of the iron nice and even, too. No bugger wants a shield to be split in half because the armorer beat a bit of plate too thin. A fine piece of work, this. Damn fine. That's twice you passed me inspection now. I'm convinced. You're the kind of skill that demands respect, lass. As one artisan to another, let me ask you a question. What are your thoughts on, her handling of the guild? I know you ain't been with us long, but you must have wondered what she's playing at, am I right? If you ask me, the soft-hearted wench is polluting the damn place with blundering amateurs, what our armorers ought to be in name, but name. An armorer crafts gears that as keep men's alive, yet if ye lack the skill or experience to make the armor as to do that job, ye've no business holding a hammer. Just imagine what'll happen if a breastplate made by one of them blackwits fell into the part in battle, and it's not just to the poor bastard wearing it neither. I'm talking about what will become of the guild's good name. Well, the thing is, especially me who needs a lot of practice with certain things, like, I wasn't a particularly good healer when I started off, and I'm still not a particularly amazing healer. But I was with people who were patient with me. Believe it or not. I started healing with my sister and my brother-in-law. They were the ones that taught me healing when we were still doing WoW together. And I swear if they weren't as patient with me as they were, I probably wouldn't have kept it up. I'm talking about the way Hannah entrusted these novices with a real craftsman's work. She's spitting in the face of the old builder, and only tried and true armorer should be taking orders and dealing with the valued patrons. By refusing to get rid of the old dregs, Anna's is dampening the flames in our forges. Forge master my ass. How can she be so bloody blind? Hi. How do you want me to continue working? Ah, there you are. Tell me, were you able to pry anything useful out of, him? What do you have to say? Dampening the flames in our forges. A familiar refrain. That stubborn old sod will never understand why his way is doomed to fail. Not that he's ever even thought to question it. If we choose not to pass on our knowledge, all the techniques and methods we've perfected over God knows how long, are destined to perish along with us. He bemoans the dampening of our forge's flames, while advocating a course that would see them extinguished altogether. And that is why I'll continue to expose all of our initiates to as many facets of the craft as I can, until the time as I die or am replaced. May I add that you yourself stand as a shining example of how effective this approach can be. I'll not force the issue, but you'd make the perfect champion for my cause. Good that you're making assumptions that I am with your cause. I am, but I mean... Have you even asked if I'm a part of your cause? That said, he has apparently come to much the same conclusion. He submitted an order that asks you by name. The order is for a single steel ingot, but being the difficult bastard he is, he doesn't want any steel ingot. He wants an ingot of purest steel. That will require extra effort on your part. Also, that's... Here is steel. The reason why alloys exist is better. I'll not keep you any longer. You've got work to do and a cantankerous artisan to impress. Oh, good that I already have it. Hi. We're gonna just keep going back and forth, aren't we? 25. We're about to hit 35. Here, you deliver that ingot, lass? I ain't one for idle chit-chat. I don't know, you were idle chit-chatting before? The weight feels right. Let's head inside and have a look, shall we? I knew you were up to the task, lass. You can't forge a steel much purer than that. It's a common enough material, of course, and no self-respecting armorer should have any trouble working. But it's quality of these common materials that makes a difference between crafting a workaday piece and a masterpiece. No matter how shiny you polish it, you'll never be more than mediocre if the stuff you make is from second rate. Addie Rhodes, I can see you've already learned that lesson. I swear, every time our paths cross, you twice the armor you wore before. And yet, Guildmaster has a talented lass like yourself tidying up after her bloody novices instead of giving you the freedom to master your craft. Makes me blood boil, it does. I think she lets me do it, master my own craft. She doesn't complain at all. I just come back, you know, stronger. If our guild's to survive, it's gonna have to serve its customers' needs. Any bugger don't contribute to keep the roof over our heads doesn't deserve to work under it. I have not but respect for you, Ishnai. You're the kind of armorer this guild needs more of. I only do this as a side activity. But tell me, are you truly content to waste your career wiping the asses of her squalling babes? Your talent is being buried in a mountain of mediocrity, and it's high time you do something about it. As to what? Well, that's for you to decide. I repeat, this is a side hustle. Not even a hustle, I'm not gaining anything from it. Other than spending money. I mean, I'm not going to be an Omnicraft, I guess. I'm going to unlock everything, so I will be eventually an Omnicrafter, what am I saying? But I mean... May the best armorer win. To bid the quelling mutant... why? I don't want to get involved with this. Why? Ah, Ishnai, the woman whose name is on everybody's lips. Why? In case you didn't know, the entire guild seems to be holding its breath, waiting to see which side you'll come down on. But what about my side? My side is not getting involved. And that is the side. That is a real side. A popular opinion is you ready to take up with him. I have no such concerns, of course. Had you resolved to distance yourself from me, we would not be having this conversation. Why, though? You're the guildmaster! That does not change the fact that your allegiance remains a subject of public debate. Then let them debate! What they think of me is their business, not mine! Which threatens the guild unit. I propose you to dispel our colleagues' unfounded anxiety by demonstrating your affiliation in a matter that none may doubt or dispute. Specifically, I would have you accept the commission of a vaulted client on my behalf. That, I think, should serve as both proof of my faith in you and your support of the guild's present course. Tell me, how would you like to try your hand at crafting a suit of steel chainmail? The order comes from a resident of Costa de la Sol, an extremely wealthy and disturbing gentleman, him, who will accept nothing less than the finest quality armor. But he doesn't fight! Will he just look at it? As you imagine, his patronage is of great value. Well, unless we're talking about the former leader of the band of 40, or whatever. I hardly need that I entrust this commission to an armorer, on whom I've less than the utmost faith. The client's maidservant, Northweb, will supply you with the finer details of the order. She'll be here in the city conducting business at the Fisherman's Guild as we speak. I mean, you said it was a scale mill. I do not have a silver ingot. I might actually break my rules and buy it from the... whatchamacallit. Though, if I remember how marketing works, is usually they make things more expensive on the weekends because they know people are gonna be on. Just to be safe. Actually in the guild. Cool. Greetings and salutation! What an honor it is to meet another RPG sex capital of Final Fantasy XIV's famed artisans. I'm not that kind of artisan though. I'm sorry, commission? Oh dear, there seems to be some confusion. I have already entrusted my master's commission to a veteran craftsman of your esteemed organization. Are you acquainted with him? His reputation precedes him, you see, and I saw little reason to doubt of a man of his experience should assign a task. Oh, but I do not mean to suggest that you... I merely sought to justify my own misapprehension. Regrettably, though the situation may be, I would hesitate to shame your colleague by stripping him of his commission. Given all the sterling work he has done for us in the past, I mean. I have yet to imagine you are loathsome to return to your quality to superior empty-handed. Assuming the finished armor is of exceptional quality, my master will provide full remuneration regardless of the hand that forges the links. May happen to be best for all concerned if you discuss the master with your armorer. So we're gonna do may the best person win, aren't we? And basically how this is also gonna work is this is the no pressure, the entire guild's future rests on me. No pressure though. If it isn't her lapdog, I hear about your low show of allegiance. I suppose Northwind told me I snatched that commission from right under your nose, did she? Ha, seems we got ourselves a little thorny predicament, don't it? Well, I ain't about to hand the job back to you on a silver bleeding platter, but that don't mean I want to give up neither. Don't you see? This is a perfect chance to find out who's better armorer, to see which of us has walked the right and proper path. I was correct. I'm talking about a contest of skill, girl. Whoever of us crafts the finer suit of mail gets the job. But remember, this bloke pays good coin for a reason. He wants the best, and he ain't settle for less. Not that he'll have to, of course. Your armor needs to be bloody flawless to be better than mine. So our mate's getting his money worth whatever it poppins. Once you're ready, bring your armor back here and we'll lay out next to mine. We both got our pride, so I reckon we can judge the results fairly for ourselves. Now bugger off. 30. Well, I didn't need to buy that silver, but I'll use it later, I guess. Still rings. What do I need? 3. Might as well make it easier for me if I... need to go around and make macros for this eventually. Okay. Bye. Ba 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 ba. Well, pressure too much for you, lass, or you finally finished putting that chainmail together? Bitch. Alright then, let's have a look, shall we? I mean, we'll have a look. Will it be the look, though? Gulp, by Belgot's beard. Where'd you learn to forge links like this? It's bloody perfect! Woo! Ragor himself would struggle to stick a dagger through that steel. And look at that luster. Strength and beauty in equal goddamn measure. Guildmaster should be praising the builder for dropping a gift like yourself on her lap. You won fair and square, lass. I'll not bother lecture you no more. I'll take your beauteous bloody chainmail to Northwim myself and let her know who crafted it. That's an old tradition among us armorers, in case you don't know. The loser of this contest gets the job delivered to the delivering the victor's goods. Ah, gloat where you can, lass. You just joined her at the top of me list. It ain't over, not by a long shot. I mean, I repeat, I'm getting involved in guild politics I don't want to. No, he's the fuck listening to me. Okay. What do you want me now? Greetings, Ishnai. I heard word you bested him in the armorer's contest this guild. An impressive feat and one you should be proud of. Stop involving me in this shit. But I'm afraid you made the most troublesome enemy, for he is both persistent and vindictive. I figured. As you well know, I speak from bitter experience on that matter. Rather than dwell on this unpleasant rivalry, however, I would have you focus more on your craft. Ready your hammer and pliers, Ishnai. There's much more for to do. Master Lesach, over at the Bismarck, has commissioned a new steel frying pan. As one might expect of the head of Culinary's Guild, he accepts only the finest wares. I would know, I do work for him sometimes. Now, compared to pounding out thick protective plates of armor, cooking utensils, being generally smaller and lighter, require a somewhat more delicate touch. You must bring all your concentration to bear, unless you risk ruining the entire piece with a single misplaced blow. In light of recent events, which no doubt left your mind scattered, I don't care. I believe the task will fully engage your facilities may prove beneficial. Let's not let Master Lesa waiting, Ishnai, with the forge with you. Guess I'm gonna have to buy that. Okay, this is the level 35 one. Okay. It's oak. Lumber. I think I can make that. All I need is the oak wood. Wait. Let's see which one's cheaper. I don't want that many though. I need just one for that? Okay. Okay, go ahead. Make both of those high rank. Maybe I might waste whatchamacallit on this, but generation. I did not realize it was at 90, not 99. All right. Okay. The barracks for briefing. Good that I'm still here to do that. over here. Ha 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 ha. Insanity! Wait, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Alright, back here. Last one to be done. For now. Celebrate. I'm gonna do the Marauder thing. I'll do the Rogue thing. And we'll get back to the story! I'm guessing, like I said, that's probably the way we're gonna set things up here. For my own sanity's sake. Where's that frying pan, Ishnai? Is it true that you're no longer some rank... It's true you're no longer some rank novel, but do not think that your posture is safe from the toe of my boot if you choose to dither and dally. The reason why I'm here is because I have it. Truly another consummate work. I can find no flaw with its weight or its balance. It's not so heavy as to be a struggle to lift, yet remains sturdy enough to endure the frantic pace of Bismarck's kitchens. I trust at this juncture that you comprehend in my full my earlier warnings to produce a frying pan of this quality would most certainly have required your undivided attention. And I can tell this item received just that. The consistency of the metal's thickness is all the evidence one needs. This type of precision should not be undervalued. In this case, it should. Should the fry pan be poorly forged, the heat of its cooking surface will be uneven, and such flaws are unacceptable to an exacting culinarian such as Master Langthasad. Even the sturdiest of utensils, however, rarely last him more than a few seasons. It's a struggle to find armorers who can meet his demanding specifications when he turns to our guild for replacements. I had long intended to assign this commission to you, but your encounter with him has had me doubting your ability to concentrate. It's one of those rare occasions where I'm happy to be proven wrong. I've been on the battlefield! I'm an adventurer! I don't give a damn about him! I live rent-free in his mind more than he lives rent-free in mine. In other words, he's not there. Your uncompromising attention to detail continues to inspire your colleagues. Ah, speaking of details, there's one that remains unattended. Delivering this frying pan to Master Langthassad's hands. I trust you need not directions to the Culinary Guild. Fine. If I have to come back here, I'll be very unhappy. Though, from what I have heard and remember bits and pieces of, once you actually get the soul stone for some of these classes, it gets better, the story at least. Hi sir, yes, I have been working on my culinary stuff. Am I gonna actually stay here to, talk about it? No. You come to deliver me new frying pans, have you? Well now, ain't she a beaut? With this pan, I'll be able to whip up all sorts of dishes, and not fret about burning the middle or undercooking the edges. You say this is your work? Only a forge master herself has ever been able to make utensils what I consider worthy of the Bismarck. Seems I finally got me another craftswoman I can trust. You're welcome in my kitchen anytime, lass. But I'm already a part of your kitchen. Didn't I just recently replace? I was gonna say. All right, we're retrieving it. I actually think I have better in my level 45? No. Level 30. But... damn. Oh well. Alright. We done with that for now. Alright, Marauder. I can teleport there faster. Oh, right. Hi, I'm here for vengeance. Often things I don't want to get involved with. Here's some urgent news for you. Where are we on this? Conversation with the beast is at hand. Kuja has made his appearance known. Reports place the creature to the northwest of the Red Rooster Stead in the vicinity of Grey Fleet. There's little more for me to say. Harness all the strength you have built through your labors of sweat and blood and unleash it full fury upon Kuja and his menage of scavengers. Sighard yet lies abed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. Please don't have him show up. I ask you to go to the lab before the battle and tell him you venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. When the time has come, Ishnai Ciarfox, may your axe strike deep and true. I think I actually need to get a better... yeah, it's the level 24. I'm gonna quickly jump Talker's Alley before then. Probably gonna get one after this anyways, the same one, but... also probably should put up all the goodies I have. That involves crafting. Oh, they're almost complete on that. Tempest Gate's the quickest. Woo! Bringing down the mountain. Alright, boy. Stay in bed while I go kill your menace. Same thing as you said before. Ishnai, sorry for making trouble. Are you, though? No, I deserve what I got. It's me, Montfort, for not believing in you. Yes, it is, actually. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But you came back anyways, and now you're gonna take the axe to Kuja's head, aren't you? Yes. I know you can beat the bastards, you've got to. Please, Knight, you're gonna make him pay. I'll talk to the sister first. I heard Kuja's is reared just like head again. I reckon you'd be not too far behind. I hope you won't object to me lending aid what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I would see this tale to its end. Bowenbar, well, he felt much the same. So here we are, a pack of two to offset the ravenous beast to follow Kuja's wake. Where are you again? Okay, might as well be sticking me nose where it ain't wanted, but I couldn't abide the thought of you facing the monster solo. Kuja's got his friends, so it's only fair you got a couple too. And what are friends for if not to lighten your load? I already did some of the groundwork for you. Seems a farmer and his weighing has fallen victim to the fiend's pact. If we follow the trail of destruction, it might lead us to the bigger bugger himself. Who are you again? I mean, I recognize the lady because she's a healer and she's sweet. Sweet in the, you know, healer way. It's cool, you know, there's stuff, but I mean. Lavender pot. You find a pot that appears to be dragged from the farmer's wain. Oh. Cattle tyrant. Okay. Actually, I found a barrel that appears to be dragged from the farmer's wain! I think I'm gonna... I think I'm going to the main quest and I'll do the ninja thing later. I can't. I can't. Inventory crate. We're going through all the creatures that are probably going to show up in the whatchamacallit, aren't we? All the way up there. Going through all the creatures. Sort. He's adorable and I want to keep him. It won't let me keep him, but I want to keep him. Quite sure he'd make an awesome mount. Are there any mounts that are that creature? Also, before anybody says I look tiny next to everything. In the beast of the abyss. I mean, technically, I'm gonna throw this out here. The key of this matter is, if it's a beast, I'm quite sure it doesn't have a god, nor does it believe in that kind of stuff. But send it to death, okay? Community guard, he's up to something. I was about to say... What is he up to? About to die. That's a lot of meat! That's a good, you know... A very good set of, feast ahead of us. Ishnai! The fuck you doing out of bed? That appears our timing was fortuitous. Why were you thinking of coming up here anyways? The Axe-Master carried me here so I could see. You did it. You really did it. I mean, I said I would. Ma, Dad, did you see? Ishnai killed the master. He finally died. Language, child! Thank ye, all of ye. Ishnai, do you reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? Anything's possible. When it's bigger, I mean. I want to protect folk too. I mean, you could try right now to start working up those muscles. Keep them safe, you know, and monsters and things. I mean, anything's possible in the future. If you train hard, naught is beyond your reach. Yo, man. Okay, that does say it. My clicking apparently did... Happy child, okay. Then what... That's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. You see, I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. No one ever was. It was my real test. I don't remember the song. Pokemon! Praise me now. Uh-oh. Well done, Ishnai. I knew that from the moment we met, you would rise to meet any challenge. I am main protagonist. I saw it with me own eyes, and I scarce believe it. You brought down the mountain. I mean, not really. It is done, Ishnai. You have answered the boy's prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. No yeah, because we didn't do pressure for you or anything. Hold your head high, Marauder. I shall be waiting for your triumphant return at the Final Fantasy XIV, well, sex capital. I'm gonna go ahead and... yeah, a lot of people here. You venture. Gonna take very... just level 2. I have so many ventures, it's gonna take a bit for if I keep them going through that. I have something moves. Marauders Guild. That was truly a mighty feat, Ishnai. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attaining the pinnacle of her discipline. You know, I've had this, class for a bit. In recognition of your achievements, I, Axemaster Wyrn, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. This skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limits of your stamina. Though the thought of brings me joy and sadness, there's not more I can teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for even greater heights of perfection. I won't remember any of this. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that I am certain. I'm quite sure I didn't remember half this quest from my brain injury, so yay! You enter the realm of our craft in which I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our art, you'll return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, Ishnai, may your acts ever string true. Well, I mean, since you've already... I would think that you already know these boundaries. I mean, beyond the boundaries, since you've been at this position for a while. Have you just been, like, hovering? Hoorah! Next, needs an adventure he can trust. Ah, Ishnai, you shouldn't trust me. Just a woman I was hoping to see. I have not moved. Aye, it's plain as day that you're no equal. You have no equal in our guild. And I have a task I didn't trust in no ordinary marauder. To wit, I received a message from an old comrade in arms of mine, who now serves as guardsman at Costa del Sol. It would seem fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is not no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by a good-paying coin for the services of him and his men. Ah, him. Not anybody would fluster at the bunch that is not to be trifled with. I've sent Soibo ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll praise you of the situation at hand. Pride and duty will take you from the mountain. Well, I mean, didn't I already take from the mountain, destroy it? So, I mean, he can't quite, take you from the mountain if the mountain's already gone. And hopefully eaten. Ishnai, ever the sight for sore eyes. A nasty bale of turtles have been... turtles have been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing everything in sight. Are they not fast enough moving? Why, even the best men that the master could buy find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it the beasts have sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you there to investigate the cause behind their burgeoning numbers. Is it mating season or like egg season? Fell demon. Okay. Hi. You are not who I expected to, Fell Demon. I was expecting to see the guy from the fighting the Titan guy. But you are wearing the clothes of that guy, Warrior of Darkness. You good, sir? Well, they can move. I must admit, they are moving. God damn it all. Ishnai, what's see to these beasts? I... Oh. Okay. Other things are coming with them. Okay. We good? We good? Seven hells. There's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. We're doing fine. I'll see the shellbacks. You whelps try not to end up as turtle grub. That axe. It's not... I've not seen it sliken. Ishnai, we must do what we can. What happened about falling back? I think I'm getting mixed signals here! I think I am getting mixed signals here. Alright. I have the tomahawk thing. Good stuff. Let's see. So, something spirit-wise is making everything go crazy. Am I figuring? Because... will send them scurrying back to their nests. You can call me Curious George. One remark about the name and I'll rip your ugly heads from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. You two are guards from Cosa de Sol, I reckon. Not as such. We are the Marauders Guild, sent here by Axe Master Warren to assist in the defense. I am Solwit, and this is my companion Ishnai. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a boggy. Had you told me sooner, I'd introduce myself with proper respect. Num num food? What you eat? You're Ishnai right. We've only just met, but I've seen a new strength not found in ordinary women. What do you say, unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost to the sands of time. Burger and tots? That sounds tasty. Lost? Perhaps in these parts. But where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer. This is why I left the mountain where I was raised to come here. What do you say, Ishnai? If you would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls. Sorry. Sneeze, sneeze. The warriors of old. We've all heard the tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory's clouded, but many years ago, it is said that a young marauder in the company of heroes would unleash crushing blows, therefore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might this be Curious Gorge? He's gonna be Curious George. The end. I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no identifying the display of strength we saw today. Nor has he that they has taken a liking to you, Ishnai. This could be the opportunity for the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? Were I not your boots, I would head off there without delay. I think it's over here. The not so hidden Hidden Falls. I knew you would come, Ishnai. Let us begin. Any woman can take up an axe and call herself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, she must prove she can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I have witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hand lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within the deeds of thousands and thousands of warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those of my tribe who have chosen the path of the warrior to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you such power as you've never thought possible. Today there is a cause for celebration, my friend, for through you I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet, however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny the fear inside that my mission will ultimately end in failure. For you see, when I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors detailing the ancient wars of art, I lack the ability to fully decipher the text. Yet there may still be hope, for there's another who fled my village, one who shared my dream of passing on the teachings of the tribe, and can read the tome. My brother. Without him, I fear there's little more I can teach you at this time. But that will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask you to use the knowledge I've passed on to you, and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend. Alright. Nothing else is unlocked yet. Okay. Nothing to add to the bar. Alright, like I said, my patience is through. We're gonna continue on with the main story. At least they made it through one thing. Made it through a job and a discipline. Might have been quicker if I teleported to the other thing, but I'm already gone this way. Alright, Lies, let's go! Switch over the dry prompts. Feeling relaxed and refreshed. Now that Alizé is settled in, it's time we join the fight. Though actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. This is the first time I visited Raglar's Reach since taking over from Conrad, so we have a few things to discuss. Don't worry, I won't be far behind. Far behind. Oh, what was that accent? Don't worry, Alizé. I'll be here as a red mage for you, except when I'm a healer. I should have been there for you to the end, if only I hadn't been so reckless. Ah, there you are. What is it that Lies wanted of you? Violence, you know, the usual. A sparring match on the Destroyer's very palm. I would have liked to have seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here too long enough. I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. I think that's a very short list. And you better not rise from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Iriange will be paying you a visit soon, and he's already worried enough as it. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Ishnai. quicker way to get over. The answer is no. Damn. I'm guessing it's quicker to go back this way. Why? Running, running, running. By the way, I missed the spawning of the whatchamacallit. The big fox. Let me in, 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 let me in. Yes. Woo! Yeah. Run, run, run! Hopefully before the end of the night, I'll remember that I want to get the fishy people's tribe quests opened. Mount Yorn. Hi, Pippin! You are returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in her absence? I am proud to say that Castrum Albania is now wholly under our control. At present, we're taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while shifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Krile, it has to be her! In all likelihood, yes. You'll be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 nations have arrived and joined the May host, which has established a new base of operation within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we'll call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rager's beacon. Why don't we just call her Lies? Commander Hex just makes me confused. Text. Alphino? Silver tongue here. Ah, Almegan folk dress. How very fitting and well fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. And also why I'm doing the red mage here. This is the last push. We're coming for Kiri. Okay, can I have a teleportation point? Please, 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 please? Yes, I can. Also, nothing ominous about those clouds.
I remember my father's words. How they rang in my ears as we left Castra Mabania behind.
What, liberty or
and looked
death?
out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true. They had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us. To stand against oppression and tyranny.
Everybody's here. Nice!
20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death.
Viva Revolution!
Liberty or death.
Viva Revolution!
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor.
Violence.
Now, to the heart of the matter.
Her thunder
The
behind
enemy
it is, I hope
appears
it's not for
content to
me.
remain within
Yeah,
the city
no.
walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you?
I still don't know why I'm here. I mean, I know there's strategy talk is going on, but I have nothing to do with this strategy. I'm once again just here as a nodding figure.
Then let us proceed to the how of it. The immortal flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
Violence! Violence!
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
And the Scions will be doing...
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos.
Well, he did say a royal hunt.
As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as a regular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade.
Of course,
Kryle's
held in
rescue
reserve.
will be
You're
your
going to send me
primary
out there
concern.
so quickly.
But I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
You have a use for me now, but...
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamigo will be ours once more.
Freedom! Liberty or death! Liberty or death! Yeah, I'd say. Battle for Castrum Bana was brutal, but one for Alamigo will be unlike any we've ever known. I think for now, I'm guessing it gets worse later. The end is in sight. It's been a long time coming. Has it? The storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open. The heavens weep. Oh, you're listing off the quest names that happened recently. The flames belong to on the front lines, whereas we are better suited to a supporting role. Owing to their lengthy campaign against the Dravanians, the Temple Knights are a well-rounded force, and the Lumsians, well betide the enemy who is content with a pirate and his axe. Has to contend with it. I swore I'd return with an army one day, and here we are. We're almost home. Father has dreamed of this day for nearly half his life. Just one more step. Those Imperial bastards don't stand a chance. We'll blast them to smithereens with our cannons. Are we near an ocean? Or we're just pulling it from the... Hi friends! How are you? Lucia! Although I have been briefed our officers on Garlean tactics and Magitech design, I cannot say with confidence it'll be of much use. Xenos has employed unorthodox strategies before, and I know little of these new prototypes. Hilda and her watch will keep Ishgard safe in my absence. You know I would not miss this for the world, my friend. Sweetie. Alright, Nanaga. Most of the Almegans in the residential districts are on, so I doubt we'll have to deal with many Imperial... Are Anon? So doubt we'll be able to deal with many Imperial sympathizers. Oh, they're not considered civilians, so they don't have the same rights. Cotter built these walls to give shelter to his brothers and sisters, and now our people's freedoms rest on us tearing them down. Anybody else I recognize? No, I don't recognize any of these, but might as well talk. This place is a bit too dusty for my taste. I find myself missing the forest. This is the Alamigo. These strider cities are all edges and corners. They lack elegance. I like more rounded things, yes. Dorothy, I've only ever heard tale of Alamigo in the reports. It is a far grander city than I expected. I have traveled here from distant Korthus to support the efforts of the Alliance. Pray call upon me should you need of a doctor's skills. I'm never gonna get that word right. Alright. Attune to the ether before you regret it! Alright, Alpha. I noticed that person there I haven't talked to. The stage is set and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he was with us today? I'm gonna talk to you real quick. The smell of salt water in the air reminds me of home. I find it comforting. So there is water. Okay. Alright. Remains concerned for his dear friend. Of course he does. For all our other accomplishments, Kiri has remained in the hands of the enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we know now she was taken into the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me. You know, Thancred, you could just, have, done it sooner instead of showing up now. Thancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration, and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She is being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fish of Ragar, which the Imperials have instructed a research facility. A research facility? What matter of research? Nothing good. Why, methods to imbue Garleans. I mean, did we not learn anything from the other classroom we're at? With the power to manipulate aether. In pursuit of which goal the scientists have, I'm sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Calm down, Alphino. We have already been tasked with securing Almegan Quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but the method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on this rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I say fucking bring it. I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men, he had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it himself. It's been a while. I take no offense if you don't remember me. Might even be glad of it. Yeah, cynical youth. I remember you. I remember you. Alkana, right? Let's say, yelling at us. Telling us to go away. Hey, Noswall! How are you? Thank you for the raid. What were you playing? If I remember correctly, I saw the other day, right before I went on, you were playing First Descent. Are you still playing that? Whiscar's the name. I was raised in the peaks, but my mom grew up in the city. Any road, I reckon we get inside the Almegan quarter by way of Loch Shield. How you doing, Noswall? What? How? And what were you playing? It was a story my mom told us that made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, see? And how they used to have to boil the water from the well before they drink it, since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs? Which means there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it. But it won't be as simple as going for a swim. What you playing? The well was closed, see? Apparently Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. Don't you worry about that. We're used to dangerous, I know, right? Nago and Arventdal will assemble a squadron, while the rest of us go and get that key. World End Syndrome? World End Syndrome in Doom 2. I'm not sure if I've heard of World End Syndrome. Had I judged it possible to rescue her myself, I would have, but there were too many guards, too many ways it could have ended badly. I knew at once I would need your help. Yeah, because everybody needs my help. Hold on, Kiri, we're coming. Milfred told me about your time in Algana, how a certain someone gave you a piece of his mind when you first met. Try not to hold it against him. So how is Wonder End Syndrome? I mean, World End Syndrome, excuse me. We could have had more than a few days training when the Imperials attacked the Reach. But I've seen my share of combat since. I may be no hero like you, but I can hold my own against the Imperial regulars. You'll see. Did I already? Yeah, I talked to you. Has any of the conversation changed for the rest of y'all? Same. Alright, let's see if anything's changed for y'all. If there's a chance we can rescue Kiri, I want to be involved. I owe her that much. The end is in sight. It's been a long time coming. Same thing. Yeah. Not waste any more time then, shall we? My mom said Granddad kept the key with him at all times as a lucky charm. As if he hasn't got it, then well. Yes, how are you? And also, how was World End Syndrome? Then we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Ready, Ishnai? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. Saltery's not far. Visual novel murder mystery. That sounds really interesting, actually. Also, how are you doing, hun? One of those multiple routes kind of games? Okay. Okay. World of the... I can understand that. He's very right. Sought refuge somewhere. We searched the building for clues. Plain pot. Pots fill the brim with salt from the locks. Appears to be recently filled with fish packed in salt. Some was hard at work less than a week ago. Okay, I can click on them, but I can't do anything with them. Nothing much, just trying to get a key. Crumbling masonry appears to have laid undisturbed for some time. I mean, all of them seem to be just standing still, not looking, but here I am. Oh, up there, plain lumber. Piled lumber, not plain lumber. Lumber appears to be lit undisturbed for a while. Anything else? Maybe I should have stayed up there to look around. At what point am I too far? Oh, there. Queer device. Oh no. Magitech suddenly springs to life, flashing brightly and nibbing us. It's a trap! Who'd have thunk? Wait, alright, which one are you? Not me! Don't look at me like that. We're fine. On your guard, Magitech. Maybe half a dozen? Keep Wilson alive, will you? I mean... Where the fuck is he? Oh, it's still over there.
Ready?
Oh, come on.
Away with you!
Well, I managed to torture myself just long enough to, finish the armor quest up to wherever I am. You know, no more quests for me on that sense. But we're going after a key that will lead us to a way to get and go save Krile. And I managed to get my Marauderer up to being a warrior. I might have enough patience to go back and do this later, do more later on. maybe do the... Tattered diary. That wasn't there before! Was it knocked off because the other things appeared? In the wake of the ambush, yeah. Belongs to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in the Sali Monastery. That's south. Leads. Good that I read that aloud, apparently. Not after the amber, she won't. It's too dangerous. Ishnai, we'll follow you. Keep your eyes peeled. Am I going the right direction? I don't know where I'm going. The map is all because I didn't run it before. Blind and ADHD. Yes. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. Okay. Come here. But I might do the thing for ninja. Also, if it's relatively soon that we take out the monastery stuff, I mean finally take the city, and you know, I might start the raid stuff. I get to see Fran and Final Fantasy 12 stuff. It's also a mixture of 12 and 4, I think. Well, I thought the sexy robot one might be better. At least the outfits are better for it. Like I said, I wonder with my brain damage how quickly I can remember the first boss, since I kept on, I mean the mechanical boss from that one, that I kept on running to get the goddamn mage's outfit. Of course, there won't be as many people doing it, and I would be having to run as a DPS for it. Oh no, I've done that so many times before my brain injury. I want to see if I still remember it, kind of like a reflex thing. The first raid of that one. Of the first Stormbringer, I mean Shadowbringers. As for the one for the one for this one, I don't remember. I'm not gonna remember it. I'm gonna be running around with a chicken, like a chicken with their head cut off, which I mean is the most entertaining thing for some people. Monasteries just past that gate. Keep going. God damn it. I love red mages tanking. Thancred. When I've had you tank before. I'm guessing this is the gate we're talking about. No, sometimes for, when I've been running NPCs, because that's what I do it the first time. Well, he's an oaf, yes, but I mean... And he's not yet Daddy Thancred. Suave, responsible Thancred to some degree. That still can't talk about his fucking feelings, Thancred. Right now we're still in the Casanova one. Though he still can't talk about his feelings anyways because he feels like he failed Minfilia. Something tall and imperial appears to be blocking the entrance. Was I expecting not to have to? We'll have to go through him. Whoa. I don't know, he seems to be not... Yeah. Keep the machines occupied. Be a darling. Yes, I'll be a darling. Not because you said be a darling, but... Also, not blushing over the fact he called me a darling. Shut the fuck up. Here I am ragging on him. He goes around and calls me darling. Fucking hell! What? Boyo! Shut up, Casanova. Ah! I'll be getting up. Now let's find our man. I'm not easily flustered. Shut the fuck up! It's done. See how that falters. I don't think I know how to take a compliment. Shut up! This is it. This is the monastery. They have to be around here somewhere, or it was a trap. That thing was a trap. The diary. Wait, Walt, it's me, Whiskar, your grandson. Whiskar by Rygar? Is that really you? No, oh, good, it's yours. I'm just gonna ignore the compliment. It's good to see you're alive and well, lad, but who are these other ones? The Resistance, Granddad, my comrade in arms. Ignore chat. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? Heh. Daft saws never caught me either. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make our family proud. I will, I swear. Ragar is my witness. Just don't die, please. I don't need another youth on my conscience for dying like Wilred. The revolutionary spirit runs in the family, I see. Westguard, I'll make him proud. I'll make them all proud. Just don't die. If I were 10 years younger, but I'm not. Look after my grandson. We should go. Arvinval and the others are waiting. I was worried when he wasn't at the Saltery, but we found him in the end. Are the other people down there? Now we got the key. It's time to find that underwater tunnel. Okay, nothing new from them. Lies is in the moon for a swim. We'll need to dive to the locks and look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. That should be no problem for Ishnai and me, thanks to Kojin's blessings, but for the rest of you... You mean the Kojin blessing also applies to... Okay. I will have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Do I get to make a Kungalingus joke here somewhere, or no? Or or blowjob joke either. I think it's best to support Monago and Arval's unit. Oh right, you can't swim. Alpha, no! I am aware of that, thank you, but it is neither here nor there, given that I lack both the cogent blessing and Thancred's preternatural lung capacity. Right, of course, I didn't mean anything by it. Yes! Didn't mean anything by it, nothing at all. So, Ishnai, Thancred and me, let's head to the water's edge. Alphino and Whiskar can rejoin the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. I, waited until you looked away. Somehow preternaturally knew about it. Running. Probably about to level up just from finding things, or not. Good that the blessing works halfway across the world. You'd be surprised what skills an urchin can pick up in a city of pirates. A knack for selling fine leather waistcoats being one. Thancred. This looks as good a place as any. Well, we have the blessing. Both of us. Oh no. Kirioshe. She's found us. Like, magically. Ere you dive into the briny deep. Do you get an upgrade in clothing soon? I don't remember. Or is it until the next expansion? Irioshe, what are you doing here? Master Alphino informed me of your plans, and thus I hastened to your side. When Mistress Alice unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease by which Fidola, and therefore unexceptional warrior, defied even my lady's attempt to do her harm. After a few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believed to be a solution to the problem of her pre-natural pre-science. It was in hopes in furnishing you with the fruits of my labor that I came. Why did you have to put it fruits of my labor? Why, if it isn't that Breda's her etheric siphon formed in the basis of my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. But will it hurt me with the echo? I trust you, Irioshe, though. It was Moon Breda's time, not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal and return. We will, for her, you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me! Don't wanna swim? Come on! Yeah, that. Goddamn difference between this place and no. Holy shit! That's kinda cool. Was this like sunk in during the Mad Realm, or was it like this was long ago? I'm being distracted. Good that there's these creatures that light the way. And not anywhere else. The tunnels leads east. Thancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. Of course he had to go as quick as possible since holding breath kind of thing. Unlike us that are currently breathing and talking in here. Did I level up out of that? I'm Almegan Quarter. Hi, I have arrived out of nowhere. And yes, I am dressed like a red mage, but I'm not a crimson duelist. Probably should get the whatchamacallit. Wow. Alright. Yeah. That tunnel was much longer than anticipated. I'd rather not make the trip again if it's all same to you. Woo! That was fun! Yes, yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a beastman's blessing anyway? I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. It felt like we were down there for hours. Anyways, let's let our friends in. Once we're up these stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which somewhere west of here? Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. It would be our best interest to avoid the guards and easily startled small folk. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility while Krile is being held as loudly as we like. Do you think I can do Assassin's Creed this? No! Since you've been here before, would you lead the way? Of course, but I will move quickly so see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say, let's get to it. Okay. All set, Ishnai? Yeah. Can I switch to my astrology? Oh, damn it. Wait, patrol, let them pass. Good that you're telling me. She did things with her tongue you wouldn't believe. I would like to introduce you. Tumble with a savage, you sick bastard. That is a conversation. All clear with me. And I'm reading that aloud. That's what he said. Things with their tongue you wouldn't... That's what the guard said. Sentry, get the cover. All's well. If Castro Melman's fallen, there's nothing to stop them from invading the city. That's probably all part of the Viceroy's plan. Probably. Yeah. None the wiser. Let's press on. Cute chat. Yeah, I know. Imperials. Here we are. One more century. Give me a moment. Go ahead. Yeah, cute chat. Uh-huh. How long have you been lurking? Pleasant dreams. Look for a lever or a winch. You mean that right there? "12 seconds. Oh, so you must be reading oh, did you hear me reading aloud what that guard was saying? Hell's open. Heavens weep. Alphino, can you hear me? The gates are open! Our friends are ready to engage the Imperials. And leave us to it and head to the facility. We'll deal with the thought. Liberty or death! Little Red Cookbook. Little Red Cookbook. Reference to Susan as Izzard, if you're wondering. Though at the time, she was known as Eddie Izzard, so... Comedian. Insurgents here? Sound the alarm! Oh no. Yeah. Why are you going straight for me? I'm all the way in the back. I feel like I'm being, you know, chosen out for this. Somebody. The mage is squishier than the rest of y'all, except for Alphino. I mean, I'm less squishy than a a black mage, but I'm still squishy. And then the Reaper comes after me. Cool. Remember the reach, remember the towers, attack the 12th region. So they might have been told what the, you know, Warrior of Light looks like and is like, ha, go after her first. You might survive more. I mean, you won't, but I mean... Resotherium. They know we're coming. Make ready, my friends. Duh. Your Uchiha eyes will not work on me. I reckon you lot will come, but I didn't expect you to have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die. Use this etheric siphon to weaken and defeat her in battle. When, though? When she's shining like that?
I can read her every move!
I mean, where's the button that I use it with, though? Oh, there. Ahead the pain. It's working. Strike now that she's weak. I figured! I mean, my character can take a stupid pill every once in a while, but I mean, I'm not...
Out of my way!
Damn it, she won't stay down. Use the siphon again. I did! I keep getting stunned. Are y'all doing okay? I feel like y'all aren't doing as well as I am. Plan B. Please, no. We haven't had that relationship yet. Yes, that was one of her attacks.
I'll cut you to pieces!
That is very much one like... Not particularly worried, though. Yep.
How could I lose?
Sorry, I'm concentrating. I know it's an amazing thing on my behalf, but it usually ends up being silent on some.
Let's finish this!
If only you knew the power!
Little Liza's powering up. Not here, not now, not to you. Yes, here. Yes, right now. No Uchiha, I to you. Uchiha. No broken ribs there, though.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose.
Yeah.
I will not.
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrit, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
I mean...
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Or you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We
Sad boy
were
chocolate.
fighting
Chocolate
for
is
our
amazing.
people's freedom.
They help sad times. I have become monk, kicking ass. Woo! Absolutely not a Karate
You're
Kid moment.
slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Also, Lone Wolf, remember, just because you get rejected so many times with job applications, they're... How can I put it? Don't base your worth on the fact that it continues to happen. They're missing out.
Now, my friend!
Even if it doesn't seem like, after everything you've been through on that. And it's disheartening. Good that he chose the right one. Curious, please, I would love you 10,000 times even more if you say what took you the fuck so long. I mean, not added the fuck to it, but...
Alphina?
Oh, I knew you'd come. Fine.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen to you, talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the icons.
I've killed so many icons, it's not funny.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Oh, we're letting Kitty walk, okay. They use medicines to keep me in a torpor for much of the time. I fear I am still recovering from their effects, but I will be fine, I will. Then why are we letting her stand? Saved once more by Urianche's ingenuity. I look forward to learning why it was so imperative that we remain ignorant of the device's precise function. Who did you have to kill, Urianche? What a relief to finally have found her. Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us, on the eve of this final battle, I find myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Thancred, Lies, Urianche, and of course you! Yes, of course me! But yes, there's still much more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Fordola's ominous words, for one. I think they are quite fucking obvious. Lies has gone to deliver Fordola into the custody of the Alliance, leaving Minago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced their assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here and join the fray. In that case, I'll remain here. My search for Kiri took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with their defenses may prove useful in the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Arenval and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetherite, as I recall, with me, Ishnai. Though it occurs to me not what they mentioned about, since I did unlock the Reaper class yesterday, about how they're basically the were designed to be the assassins for the Garlemods, but they have nothing to do with this and helping them, which means that did they fall out of the fuck favor of Aether Current. Middle of a city. Nobody's fucking batting an eye. Well, the thing is, the speech that I was given was about how they made it so that fights didn't have to start. It's far too early to celebrate. Xenos is not finished with us yet. I know. Kiri is safe and the Alamigan quarters secure. We will not have hope for a better outcome. This Aetherite perhaps is the most strategically important landmark here. I should probably attune before I forget, or did I attune already? As it conserves a gateway to attune troops with a sufficient anima. Such tactics are not without their risks, however. Were the Imperials to discover that the Aetheryte was being used in such a fashion, they might turn their artillery on us, destroying the beacon and better part of the district, at the cost of countless civilian lives. Yeah, and the thing that I didn't realize was Garleans cannot use, Aether the same way, or at all. So Aetherites have no use for them. So why the fuck they kept them around? No clue. I don't know what's become of Arval and the others after I was taken. I didn't know what had become of Arnenval and the others after I was taken. It's such a relief to see them hale and healthy. Gods, Kitty, it's good to see you. I feared the worst. It wasn't your fault. You saved me, all of you. Thank you. We'll be departing shortly for Port Praetoria to rejoin the main host. Arnval, I would have your unit remain here with Thancred, that you might support the resistance troop in the coming battle. Understood. We won't let you down. True, they do have Eorzean vassals. They don't seem to take use of the Aetheryte at all. In that case, I trust you refrain from doing anything I would not. We are far too young to... both far too young to die. Right. No noble sacrifices, got it. I don't believe any the fuck you on that. Ishnai, Kitty, let us be off then. Thank the 12 she's alright. I don't know what I've done. Kitty is safe. Yes, same statement. Yeah, I already have attuned to the Aetheryte. Nothing like having a memory problem where immediately I forget. I still have somewhat of a brain injury. Then I proceed to immediately forget that I have attuned when I have attuned. Woo. Can't use apparently mixed blood. Use them fairly well. Okay. On the verge of the siege, sir, I will not forego his tea. Sorry, I'm a tea. Oh my god! Say a tea lover like me. To see him drink it so calm and composed, you would think him anywhere but a battlefield. You two are the picture of composure, though that is hardly surprising given your combat experience. The scouts said the dragoon's armor is unmistakable, but surely he would not. Oh, Estinian? Yes. Well done securing the residential district. Almigo is nearly ours. Also the modified Garleans. Yeah, but they end up being so fucking tall and big that... At least the ones that I saw at the research facility. Like, literally, they grow a few feet in height. Matron smiles upon us this day. With a safe return of you and your captured comrade, such tidings are sure to raise the men's spirits. Sorry, I'm talking with people before, if you couldn't tell. Smell salt water. Yeah, same statement. That is a quest I'm not gonna do. I think this is all gonna be same statements then. Why are we still allowing her to walk around?
The heroes of the hour. Not content
If
with
she's still
securing
feeling
the
a bit out-
residential district, you gifted me an Imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
I'm surprised I haven't gotten any yet. And please, no. I will melt it.
The work is its own reward.
Or
generally.
sell it.
I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
I don't know, the dragon thing cheer you?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
Oh, I said. Is Sid gonna show up?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Sid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were
Probably.
working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lise. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Krile, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Are we being sarcastic with the nicely part? I mean, some of us have echoes that we could maybe...
Mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims, or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yeah, they implanted a, you know... say Uchiha eye. I'm gonna start making references to something I stopped
Yes.
watching after the Pain arc.
It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
Fun.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
Are we gonna be told... Speak of the
My humble
devil!
scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
God damn, he's becoming Batman!
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alisaie after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks.
Let's see the future.
'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. A most
I mean,
impressive feat
Alexander
under
exists
any
to turn back time.
circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alisaie's soul.
So the fact that we didn't need to know was how it worked. Helped it?
Have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
But if she can, like, you know, why don't my senses do that? Why don't I have the instinct? The, what? Master instinct of, I'm making a Dragon Ball Z joke and I'm doing horribly.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
So, if Xenos probably has this, why are you telling me now? Because now he can be able to do it.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Urianger is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say
you mean
the least.
Xeno?
And one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Nothing good.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must. For there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
I mean, we're gonna have to face him anyways without having to do... And yes, it'll be me. Again.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win.
Sweetie?
And I mean anyone.
Sweetie. No. We are gonna get humbled somewhere along the way. Nevertheless, let's proceed with all due caution.
Well, no one's saying we shouldn't be cautious.
It sounds like it!
Though maybe I was getting a bit...
Yes, you were! You were sounding very prideful, and that is right before the fall kind of thing.
Right. I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the resistance forces are waiting.
Viva Valesans! If anybody says French is gonna slaughter me.
It is time we join the main host.
Woo!
Krile, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rear guard for now?
Or the no guard? Like, go lay down?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
Well, I was gonna literally tie you down. If you said you weren't going to, or like, argue with me on this point. You need the rest. I prithee proceed with the utmost caution, Ishnai. I already said that! If there truth to Fodola's words, the Viceroy is indeed possessed of a power echoing that of the Icons. And then still greater than shall require about his defeat. I mean, he's already beaten me twice already. Unwillingly. Take it without me, go. Must admit, my Limsian counterpart's enthusiasm is infectious. I am too eager to see the so-called mail strike firsthand. Is that the name of the... Can't wait to see Marshall in action. His mail strike is the stuff of legends. Okay. No clue. Y'all have anything different to say? I love that they turned to say hi to me. That's so sweet. Oh, he's still talking about his... She's still talking about his tea. Another tea lover! Awesome! If I may, General, is there aught Ishnai I can do with assist with final preparations? Good that I am being volunteered again. I'm glad that you asked. Pippin informed me a few moments ago that all forces in position and we're ready to commence the assault. Naught remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you've no objections, I'll be glad you do the honors, Ishnai. You're instrumental to the Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragonsong War. You're a hero to the people and a symbol of hope. Please, stop complimenting me. I hate it. Some might judge it an empty gesture, or worse, a waste of your talents, but I know it would mean much to everyone here. But I was already saying hi to people anyways. The same statement. General makes a good point. The Warrior of Light's worth may be measured not only by what she does, but by what she inspires others to do. I just try and do what people volunteer me for. One thing to hear the tales, another look upon the woman herself. Now it's time to remind our comrades that they are not alone. I don't... Why? Xenos has never cared a whit for politics. He lives for war and war alone. Kill him or he will kill you. I figured as much. Ha! Should you be the one to bring me word? By the Fury, it's good to see you, my friend. I was just over here talking to you and the whole tea thing! sweetie. Harem. You who stood with us at our direst hour will ever be an inspiration to my countrymen and to me. Keep it the silver tongue, God. Third, Ishgard's debt will never be. Though Ishgard's debt will never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go some way to readdressing the balance. Several times you defended our gates. Let us return the favor by demolishing theirs. Damn, son. Let's go. I didn't realize these guys were down here. I would have, in between the other things, come down and talk to them. Keep breathing, twine serpents. Elder Seed Seer saw fit to grant me mercy at Cartano. Perhaps if the opportunity allows, we may offer the same to my former comrades. If not, then so be it. All is ready? Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know liberty for their sacrifice? There's a time for peace and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received hers and the elemental's blessings go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. 'Tis rare these days I'm granted leave to take the field. Mayhap I should have brought my mask. It's time then. Though it is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. The battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. Fill a fleet. Tis not like to be bested by a gate. I know, right? Break the gates, break the gates, break the gates, break the gates! Destruction! Fire! I'm gonna talk to them. Do you have anything? Worry not for her safety, look thee to the east. I have asked Irianshe to look after Krile. He'll keep her out of harm's way, though after what she has endured, her physical well-being may be the least of our worries. Local clock, yeah. It is done then. Thank you, Ishnai, for humoring an old bull. Loot a clock, yeah. Maelstrom, Adder, and Ishgardian forces are in position, General. Why are you holding your hand to your ear when I don't see a pearl link in there? Resistant forces in Almegan Quarter are ready and waiting our signal. Not left to do but the deed itself. Violence! Violence! Legacy of our fathers. So how much of a dick would it be if I need to run use the restroom? You know, blue ball ourselves real quick.